Alright, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Kurt, and this is aPokeaimMD Season 4, Week number 5. This week we are taking on the man, the myth, the legend, one of my favorite Draft League battlers. We're playing Gypsy King, coach of the Sydney Sharpedos. If you guys don't know who Gypsy King is, which surprisingly there's actually a lot of people I've met, he's really underrated. Gypsy King is, well, he's not underrated in the fact that he's good. Gypsy King in the community is considered the best Draft League battler. And I would stick with that. Like, obviously there's really good players that compete with him, like Matty Brawlick, Aki's up there. You know, there's some really amazing players, but Gypsy is often considered the best player in the entire format. And if you guys know me, I'm quite the opposite of that. I'm probably one of the worst players in the format. So, all right, we're 0-4. Gypsy, of course, is 4-0. He's taken down the likes of Chimp, Emvee, aDrive, and Kyle. So now it's my turn to take down Gypsy, and once again, for the 5th week in a row, I don't actually have the dock open, so I can go over his team. And while I do this, let's just, as you can see, this is postcom. Second thing you can see, this isn't even my postcom. I have to shout out to Panther for recording the video for me on such short notice. Basically what happened is, breaking the fourth wall, I don't own an actual capture card per se. This is my team. I don't own an actual capture card per se. I have NTR custom firmware on my DS, which if you don't know what that is, it's a long spiel. Basically, it allows me to record my DS using in-game hacking stuff on my DS. But since there was a recent DS update, there had to be an update to that, and I couldn't update it correctly because then my whole DS blew up. Basically, it's just a lot of nonsense that I don't know how to do. And when I asked Shady how to fix it, he's like, just put this stuff in this folder on your DS. Open my DS, and I don't even have that folder. He told me to find it. So now we're both stumped on what the hell to do. So if you guys have any idea or know someone who's smart about that stuff, please DM me on Twitter or on Discord or in the comments. Please, somebody help me out. Because until then, my DS it's not fucked. I just can't record. So if you're smart about the NTR stuff or know someone who is, send them my way, please. That'd be greatly appreciated. But until I get that fixed, I'm gonna have to do postcoms. Which, if you know me, I don't like doing postcoms, especially since I have the ability to live record. Just can't. So unfortunate. So also, I'm recording this on Saturday or on Sunday, so this is probably going up really late because I forgot to do it. Because me and Gypsy played on Tuesday. I asked Panther for the video Wednesday. He couldn't get it to me, so he got me the video on Thursday. And then Thursday I didn't feel like doing it, and then Friday and Saturday. Friday I was busy, and then Saturday I forgot to do it, so now I'm here. So we're gonna drive by. If the editing isn't as great as it usually is, I'm sorry. I'm kind of in a rush because I also have dinner tonight, so I have to record and edit this within an hour and a half. So don't procrastinate, kids. But we're doing our damn best. So going into Gypsy's team. Actually, before we do that, I have to shout out Panther for recording the video on such short notice. Thank you, man, so much. I joined my own team, and then shout out to Austin, Garchop the God, Tone, and Silver Seraph for all helping me build this week. This is a big task. Gypsy's team is amazing. Gypsy's amazing. So, as I said last week, I was expecting the loss. This week, I came into the mindset of let's just not get 6-0'd. Let's just play our best and try to not get 6-0'd. And it's trying to bounce back from the 6-0 from last week. That should not have happened. We're gonna attempt our best here. So, looking at the team, Gypsy's team consists of Vullaby, Spritzy, Meowth, Corphish, Bronzor, Litleo, Badoo, Wooper, Smoochum, and Hoothoot. And then my team is the usual. I also have a small announcement about my team after the end of this video, so stick around for that. Yeah. So, quickly looking at the team I built for Gypsy, starting from the left, we have C9 Aspen, our Swablu, who I think is making her debut. I'm not fully sure. This is Eviolite Natural Cure with Return, Roost, Heatwave, and Toxic, which, fun fact, I forgot that we put Return on this instead of Hyper Voice. We had Hyper Voice originally, and then I changed it, or I think Tone changed it, and I forgot. So, in this game, my Return is not Max Happiness. My Lillipups is, my Swablu is not, because I thought I had Hyper Voice on this. So, we have 156 HP, we have 196 attack, we have 156 defense, which is also ironic because I'm running Heatwave, but I have Max Attack Max Attack Brave, and I don't have a max power return, so that's a meme. This is to check Litleo. This was my primary Litleo check. It also checks Corphish to an extent. Corphish was a huge issue for us. Meowth was a huge issue for us. Vullaby and Spritzy are fat and annoying. Bronzor is really annoying. Litlyo he's been using really well. The biggest issue to our team, though, that you don't see on your screen is Smoochum. Smoochum was a huge issue for us in prep. We didn't have much for it because the combination of Ice and Psychic really ripped my team apart. And a few things that could check it, like Shelmet, did nothing against his team. So it was really hard. So we have Swablu. Next up, we have Bornden, our Tentacool with the Eviolite. Scald, Acid Spray, Knockoff, and Rapid Spin. This is my Spritzy check, which you'll see does not end up being my Spritzy check. This, with Acid Spray, it actually prevents Spritzy from setting up on me because Acid Spray lowers special defense by 2 stages. So if he sets up 1 Calm Mind, he'll be at +1, then I Acid Spray, so then he's at actually -1. So he can't efficiently set up on me. So between that and Scald, and then being able to switch in my Gothita, the thing can't set up on me very well. So I'm hoping that checks it fairly well. Knockoff to get rid of its Eviolite, Berry Juice, item, whatever, and then Scald, maybe to get a burn on stuff, just to be an overall annoyance. Next up, we got Lee, our Meowth. This is Darkinium Z. This is Knockoff, Taunt, Parting Shot, Toxic. I was throwing around a couple sets here. I had Sash with Gunk Shot, but I decided to go with Darkinium Z. For we have Knockoff, Taunt, Parting Shot, and Toxic. Z Knockoff just is nice damage on anything. Z Parting Shot is what I'm looking at though, because I'm running 2 Life Orb users in Lillipup and Froakie. So Z Parting Shot, to be able to boost them back up, is going to be super good, especially because they're going to be taking Life Orb chip plus maybe a hit or 2 of damage. So plus if he gets hazards up, so I really like Z Parting Shot to keep those 2 up. Toxic for the Spritzy switch in, which is kind of obvious. He's also going to probably be scouting for Gunk Shot, so if I can knock or taunt on a Bronzor switch, then we're set. Next up, we got Crest the Best, our Gothita. This is Berry Juice with Shadow Tag, Psyshock, Calm Mind, Thunderbolt sub. If I can set up on a Bronzor, potentially. I can set up on Badoo as long as I don't fall asleep. I could set up on Spritzy and a Calm Mind War. I can actually set up against his defensive checks in this game, because Bronzor can't really do much to me. Badoo couldn't do much once I set up, and then Spritzy loses to me 1v1. So it's a really annoying battle, but I do beat Spritzy 1v1. So if I can get past his offense, if I can set up past his offense, then we're fine. Obviously Meowth is going to break my sub every time though, because that thing's fast as hell. But if I'm behind a sub and he has to sack his Meowth to break my sub, or he has to sack something to break my sub, that's perfect for me. Thunderbolt is there to hit Vullaby, because it also hits Bronzor, which I was debating between Signal Beam and Thunderbolt, but I like Thunderbolt more just because it OHKOs Vullaby at like +2, I think it is. So, perfect for us. Next up, we got Downy, our Lillipup, with Life Orb, Vital Spirit with Return, which is maxed out, Crunch, Wild Charge, and Toxic. Return is really spammable against his team, and just like Vivid Week 1, his checks do not enjoy Lillipup. The only real issue to this is Wooper, which he did not bring. Return nukes everything, Wild Charge hits the Vullaby, Crunch hits the Bronzor, and then Toxic is for things like Spritzy and Wooper. Adamant because speed tiers and Life Orb. And last but not least, we have Gurmit the Frog, which is Scarf, not Life Orb. I wanted Life Orb, but I changed it to Scarf. I was really debating between Scarf and Life Orb. I decided to go with Scarf just to have a nice revenge check to speed type of Smoochum and outspeed non-Scarf Meowth. This is Scarf Protean with Surf, S-Beam, HP Grass, and U-Turn. Let's speak English, okay? Surf, Ice Beam, HP Grass, and U-Turn. Surf is actually really spammable against the team Gypsy brought. Spritzy is going to be really annoying, and Badoo obviously Badoo's definitely going to be somewhat of a Froakie check, probably like Eviolite, maybe he's Heat and running Yashi Berry, I don't know. HP Grass was there for the Wooper, and U-Turn to get in and out, which my plan was to Scarf Froakies to U-Turn around a lot and then get him in a position where Surf cleans up, because looking at his team, if I can take down the Badoo and maybe weaken the Spritzy, his team does not enjoy a Scarf Surf Froakie, so... Gypsy obviously bringing the Badoo, the Bronzor, the Meowth, the Vullaby, the Litlyo, and the Spritzy. Let's get into the game here, and let's stop rambling. So, I'm going to lead off. I believe I lead off with my Meowth? I don't fully remember what I lead with. I think I lead with Meowth. No, I lead with Swablu. Why do I lead with Swablu? Let's see. Why did I... Oh, because I was expecting Badoo. I was expecting Badoo, which is what he leads with. I was expecting Badoo because, you know, like spikes and stuff. I knew it got spikes as Roserade. So I'm just going to fire off a Heat Wave here. I don't actually have Defog on this, which is kind of funny. He's going to go right into Zonger, which is his Bronzor, whatever. And I get him with a Heat Wave. And this Heat Wave is going to do about 40%. And this shows that he is not Eviolite Bronzor, and he has some good Spadef investment. He's going to set up his rocks. I'm going to go for another Heat Wave because at this point, I wasn't sure if he was Eviolite. He could be Eviolite and that was a low roll, or it could be Berry Juice and that was a mid roll. I do get another similar roll, and he is Berry Juice. So we learned that this thing is an Eviolite. So at this point, I'm assuming his Eviolite users are Spritzy and Badoo, and his Vullaby is some cool heat set. And he's going to review Recycle. And I don't like this. I don't like this Recycle Bronzor, because unless I get a burn, I can't beat this. He's just going to sit here and stall me for a while. So I'm going to go for another Heat Wave to pop his Berry Juice, so then he's forced to Recycle next turn. I eat Psychic. After eating that Psychic, I learned that this is going to take forever. So I take him down to where his Berry Juice pops, so now he either has to give up his Berry Juice, or he has to Recycle. So I'm actually going to go hard with my Meowth, because Meowth covers both of those plays. If he Recycles, I can get in to knock off for nice damage. If he just Psychics, I get in for free, but I think he actually switches out here himself. No, he goes for Toxic on the switch, and he misses, which is unfortunate. This would have weakened my Meowth down really quick. But that was a really good play on his part. I think he was expecting the switch there, knowing that I couldn't win that. Unfortunate that he missed, though. So what can you do? It's Bonds. He's going to withdraw, though, as I click Parting Shot, because he's not going to stay in. And this is when I learned that I don't actually have a switch into Vullaby. Oh, no, I Taunt. I Taunt because I don't want him Recycling on him. No, I Taunt. Okay, never mind. Let's rewind that. I Taunt because I don't want him Toxicking me in case he did stay in, or I don't want him getting his Berry Juice back. Which, okay, that makes a lot more sense now. Shut up, I don't Postcom. I Taunt so he doesn't get his Berry Juice back, or he can't Toxic me, but he decides to go into his Vullaby, which is really good for me, because now I can learn a bit about this thing, and he can't Roost off damage, or Defog, which I don't have anything up, so I don't know why he Defog. I'm going to Parting Shot, so he's not like a Scarf Vullaby, which would have been really cool. And this is when I learned I don't actually have a switch into Vullaby, so I kind of have to go into Tentacool, because this is my only real switch into this, because it's bulky. I could have went into Swablu, but this is when I realized I had Return and didn't max it out. So I'm like, I can't go into that, so I don't know what to do now. So I have to go into Borndon and take a lot of damage, and I basically have to sack my Tentacool to this thing. I'm going to go for a Scald. He's going to knock off my Eviolite, which, well played. Good prep. I'm going to knock off his, what I think is not Eviolite, but is Eviolite. And then I boost his Weak Armor. So I'm like, crap, that's a thing that does things. So now he's a very fast bird, and he doesn't have Eviolite. So now I know his Badoo probably isn't Eviolite. And he's going to Brave Bird me, and this does take me out. And I have to sack my Spritzy check to Vullaby, which doesn't sound too good in my head. So I'm sitting here thinking, how the hell do I switch into this thing? Nothing on my team takes more than like 70%. Like everything on my team takes so much damage. So I decided to bite the bullet and let Downy take the hit. But Downy also OHKOs with Wild Charge at this point. But he's going to withdraw. He's going to get out. And he's going to go into Zonger. I actually click Return because without his Eviolite, I kill at that point. So I click Return. And look at this damage. Downy does damage here. Downy actually did some nice shit. So I could have stayed in and crunched, which I think I actually do. He's going to double out, expecting the crunch, or scouting for the crunch, and goes into his Swablu. Not Swablu, fucking Spritzy. I think I just crunch here, though. Yeah, I just crunch because damage on pretty much anything. He learns that I have crunch, and he knows that I can't really Toxic this thing. I was expecting him here. There was a couple times this battle where... I go for Toxic here. There's a couple times this battle where, like, I know he's going to switch, but I do the same thing anyway. That was one of those turns where I'm like, I know he's going to switch expecting the crunch, but I can't risk it, and I click crunch anyway. But if I click Toxic on the switch out, that would have been really good for me because I would have had the Toxic on him. And then this turn I could have got out free, I could have returned, I could have done so many more things. But instead this turn, I decided to just take the hit, go for Toxic, get the Toxic on this thing. See if he has Heal Bell or Aromatherapy. Which he will show later on that he doesn't. At least I don't think he shows it. I don't remember. I don't think he does, though. Sets up a Wish, which is going to be annoying. This thing is so fat and annoying, and it hits so hard. It does 70% to everything on my team if he's not invested. Why? So I go into I go into my Goth because, yeah. This will take the hit, and it'll boost me back up with my Berry Juice. This thing does, like, so much damage to everything, though. It's not even funny. That boosts me down to 6. And then I get my Berry Juice, and now he's locked in. So he can't pass his wishes to anything. So I can try and set up on this thing if he wants to go for a Wish here. So I think I Calm Mind first. If I get 2 Calm Minds up, he can't break my sub. Nope, I sub. I sub expecting Wish. and he goes for Skill Swap, which is a really interesting tech. I knew Gypsy was gonna have some sort of tech for Goth. Gypsy has used Goth before. He's actually taught me a little bit about like how to pair Goth with certain things, and like what to do with Goth and how to play it. So I knew he was gonna have some sort of tech for it, and he has Skill Swap, which at first it didn't shock me because I'm like, I don't get what it's supposed to do. But then I realized that he's the one with Shadow Tag, so now he can switch out freely, and I can't switch. So now I'm forced to set up, and he can go into whatever he wants. But that doesn't really bother me, because Goth kind of just gets a kill here. So it's whatever. He has his Shadow Tag. I get Aroma Veil, which means he can't taunt me at this point, which is kind of fun. So now he's going to take his toxic damage, and I think he's going to Moonblast to break my sub as I Calm Mind. If I get 2 Calm Minds up, he actually can't break my sub. No, it's a chance to not break my sub. If I get 3 up, he can't break it. So I get my first Calm Mind up. He is going to Wish, I think. I think he wishes. Do you wish? No, he Moonblasts. I didn't remember. He Moonblasts, break my sub. And at this point, I don't want this thing wishing around. I actually outspeed Vullaby if he's low speed, because I'm really fast Goth. So I outspeed Max. I think I outspeed Max. I'm not sure. I click Psyshock here as he goes right into, which is his Vullaby, expecting a Psyshock. No, I Calm Mind. Okay, I get my second Calm Mind up. Alright, I don't remember how to play Pokemon, guys. Set up my second Calm Mind because it's pretty free. And he goes into Vullaby, and if he's max speed Vullaby, he outspeeds me, but he's not max speed Vullaby, and I click Thunderbolt and bop that Vullaby right away. So probably one of the bigger threats to my team is now gone, thankfully. And now he's going to go into top tier boy, his Meowth, which was his only real play to stop me from just murdering his entire team. And here I want to save Goth because I can still set up on Bronzor, Badoo, and kind of Spritzy to an extent. So I go into my Swablu, it's probably the most expendable thing at this point, and he's going to Double Edge. And he is Life Orb Double Edge, and that's going to blow me away. Goodbye. So, rip Aspen. He's going to blow me away, and look at that damage. He takes so much recoil. So I'm like, okay, if I could just get him to chip himself with recoil, we'll be fine. And then nothing outspeeds Meowth, so I have to go into my Scarfroki, and I actually make a good play for once. I click U-turn, because he's not staying in. I click U-turn, like a smart person. And he goes into Lateralis, which is his Spritzy. I click U-turn, and I think I go back into my Lillipup. I think I go into Lillipup here. I think. Do I go Lillipup, or do I go Cress? I'm looking over at my Showdown, because it's how I'm remembering things. I go to my Cress to try and set up again, or just, you know, get rid of this thing. He's gonna have to skill swap or chip me down with Moonblast, or, you know, he has too many things to do with this that he can't efficiently take me down in a way that I want him to, or that he wants to. I want to Psyshock him down, and if he wishes here, then it's whatever. I get a Calm Mind up next turn. I get a free Psyshock. He's gonna Moonblast me though, and I do live on 2. So now he either has to sack this or, you know, get out. And he is actually going to sack the Spritzy, and I'm like, I'll take this. I'm actually in a winning position right now. I'm 4-4 with Gypsy, and I took out 2 of his biggest threats right now. And he's gonna go to Parabola, which is his little doggo here. And I'm like, okay, this isn't bad. This is okay. Then he goes for Flame Charge, and I'm like, shit, wait, this is bad. Because now, fun fact, max speed Litleo speed ties with Scarfroki. So if he's max speed Jolly, then he speed ties my Froakie, and we risk that to see who wins. So I have to risk it. I have to go to my Froakie, and he's going to make the smart play. He's not going to fall for my Froakie, which should have thought about him not doing that, but I had to click Surf in case he did risk it, or it thought I wasn't max speed. He goes into the pot, which is his Badoo. I go for Surf, and this is actually some nice damage. Shout out to Froakie for putting in some nice damage. This is a solid, like 25, which is chip. That's chip on Badoo. I'm going to get out, though, and I'm going to go into my Lillipup, because it's probably the least valuable thing right now. Unfortunately, I do need Meowth around. And this Sludge Bomb just straight takes me out. It just straight kills me. I'm like, geez, this thing hits so hard. It's a Badoo. Calm down. You're not supposed to be doing this much damage. Yeah, Badoo did way too much damage. So I'm like, I don't really know what to do here. So I'm just going to click Z-Knock to try and get rid of this thing, because it lived a knock anyway. So I'm going to click Z-Knock, and he goes into his Bronzor, thinking that was an okay idea. He's probably just sacking it at this point. And Xenoc is going to just obliterate this poor Bronzor, which rip Bronzor. This thing did not deserve this. Meowth just drops Bronzor. So now we're down to Meowth and Froakie versus Lillipup, Meowth, his Meowth, and Badoo. And at this point, it's not looking super hot because he has a way around anything. If I lock myself in a Surf, he goes into Badoo. If I lock myself in an Ice Beam, he goes Litleo. Goes into Top Tier Boy. I can't switch into Froakie. I actually have to risk the speed tie here, which I'm really mad about, because if I would have brought the idea I had originally, which was bring Fake Out on my Meowth, I could have faked him out, risked the speed tie, and then he didn't have Fake Out, and I actually live a Feint. I live a Life Orb Feint from Meowth. So if I would have brought Fake Out and then won the speed tie, he would have been chipped down some more, and then he would have had to take Life Orb Recoil on Feint. I would have lived and knock out his Meowth, so then it would have been a 2-0. And then I could have picked one more with Froakie, making it a 1-0, but unfortunately that just doesn't happen. He goes for Fake Out, takes some damage, I get flinched, and he's going to reveal the Feint because he's double priority, knock out my Meowth, and then I'm going to go into my Froakie, and instead of just feinting me and trying to, lower diff, he's going to make the smart play and switch into his Badoo on my Surf. At this point, the only way I can win here is if he goes hard Badoo here and I crit 2 Surfs in a row. In that case, I actually could win, and by could win I mean absolutely not, because Meowth comes back in and fakes me out and kills me. But I could try, like maybe if he misses Fake Out, I don't know. If I crit 2 in a row, I win. And Froakie does not crit. Froakie does not get the crit, unfortunately. So I'm like, if I crit here, I might have a chance. And I'm just like, please crit, for the love of God, do something, Frog. Go Frog, please crit. No. Yeah, I didn't crit, and then he Sludge Bombs and killed me. So, you know what? My goal coming into this was make it a 3-0. It was a 3-0. I could have Ice Beamed and predicted, because I still would have killed Meowth. But you know what? It was whatever. It's whatever. That was another one of those moments where I'm just like, I'm hesitant. Okay, Panther, just leave it there, won't you? That was another one of those moments where I was just hesitant. Okay, really? Really? We're doing this now? Stay. That was one of those moments where I'm just like, I know he's gonna switch, but I'm just gonna click Surf. And because if I crit Surf, then I would have won, but whatever. 3-0 against Gypsy King. And we moved to 0-5. So yeah. Next week we played Mewtwo Fan Nate. Great game to Gypsy King. It was actually really fun. I feel like I played really well. He said I played pretty well. So I'm really proud of that game. I'm actually not mad about that loss. The other losses I've been kind of upset about because I either misplayed or misprepped or lost something stupid like over predicting against Kelly. But this loss I'll accept. I played my best and he just out-prepped and outplayed me. There was a few plays I could have made, but you know what? I'm proud of this one. So move to 0-5. Next week we play Nate, and this is where the run begins. I swear, if we win out, we finish 7-5. Our remaining schedule so far is Nate, then Kyle, then Chimp, then Dan, Elite Four Dan, Miticus, Tyler, DeathlyiAm, and then Panther. So if we can win out, which I have a feeling I can. I've beaten all of these people before except for Chimp. I've never played Chimp. No, I've never played Kyle, Chimp, or Nate, I think. Kyle, Chimp, or Nate. Haven't beat any of them before, but I have a feeling I can. So we're going to put it to the grind. We're going to finish 7-5. And if we finish 7-5, we have a good chance to playoffs. So, with that, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoy. My name's been Kurt, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.